Hello YouTube, my name is Rudy, welcome to my channel, and this is my movie review for the movie Hustlers, directed by Lorene Scafaria? I think that's how you pronounce her name, I think that's what it is. This movie stars an all-star cast including Jennifer Lopez, Constance Wu, Cardi B, Lizzo, Keke Palmer, and that one girl from Riverdale. Going into this movie, I didn't know really what to expect because I'm like, okay, so this is based on a true story, they always say that, but you know, you have strippers involved and there's like drugs and all this, and I'm like, okay, all right, so well, it seems like a regular Tuesday here in my neighborhood, so but I thought to myself, all right, cool, well, you know, let's see what we're gonna get ourselves into. And I was surprised too. I actually really loved it. I didn't think I would love it as much as I did. I thought I would like it, but I loved it more than I thought I would. So the story takes place within the span of a few years, and we basically see, well, really, it's Destiny, played by Constance Wu. She's basically the main character. I feel like because Jennifer Lopez is the big star in The Hook, they put her as, you know, the main character. It's really Constance Wu as Destiny, because from Destiny, you follow her from point A to point Z throughout the entire movie, and her journey throughout all of this, and basically she meets Ramona, played by Jennifer Lopez, who's kind of like this big sister character towards her. Ramona shows her the ropes around, you know, strip culture, things like that. Speaking of strip culture, I was amazed to see how these girls got scammed in their own work environment, whether it's the people they're working with or even the guys that would go pay to see them. I thought it was crazy. I went into this movie completely fresh-minded. I didn't want to read the article that this is based off of because I thought to myself, okay, well, if I read the article first, I'm just gonna, you know, point out certain things that are wrong and, you know, that never happened. At least watch the movie first and then go do your research. That way you could just enjoy the movie more. And I'm glad I did that too because, again, this movie was a lot more enjoyable than what I thought it would be. Let me just say this too. I thought it was hilarious how you have Lizzo twerking and playing the flute in the strip club, and then you had one girl throwing up. And as I'm watching the screen, I'm like, oh my god, these girls are so talented. But for real though, I was surprised by everybody. Everybody was good. I was really impressed. I would have to say my favorite characters were Destiny, played by Constance Wu, and her grandma, and I'll get to the grandma in a bit. Cardi B shows up within like legit the first 5 minutes, and I didn't think we would see her or Lizzo so early on. I thought, okay, maybe we'll see them halfway through or within 20 minutes. No, you see them right off the bat, and it's hilarious too because Cardi B comes in probably the most Cardi B way. And now she's she's being known for ranting a lot on Instagram, and it's funny because she's ranting in the movie, and I'm like, okay, is this part of like an inside joke that the director wanted to do with Cardi? Is that why she's doing it in this movie? So I thought it was interesting how she did that. So let's talk about Jennifer Lopez really quick. Let me just say this. I've heard a lot about this dance number of hers that she's got. Let me just say this. The woman is like 50 years old. She looks amazing. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to leave it right there. Some people were even saying like, oh, you know, this might be her first Oscar nomination, and I thought to myself when I heard that, okay, well, let's see what, you know, she's got in the movie. I thought she was good, don't get me wrong, but Oscar nomination, I don't know about that. Do I think she would win? No, definitely not. But Oscar nomination, if it's a slow year for the actresses, probably, but I didn't walk away leaving thinking to myself, oh my gosh, she was amazing, get this woman an Oscar. No, I didn't think that, but she is good. I can't remember when was the last time I saw a J-Lo movie. Because I know she's done a few, wait. Wow, it's been long. Another shout out that I want to give to is to Keke Palmer. I am amazed how Hollywood keeps just keeps sleeping on her, and I'm like, dang, like she's got a music career, she's got a book, she's had a talk show, she's got a new talk show right now, she's still acting, and I thought she was a gem throughout the whole movie. Whenever you do see her, she just livens up the screen. Back to Destiny's grandma, what I liked about her is that she would be at home chilling, and then Destiny would show up with like stacks of bills, and she'd be like, grandma, I'm gonna pay the rent, and the grandma would be like, oh, and I'm like, dang, grandma's living her best life. I wish I could be like that. So, but yeah, I thought for real though, Destiny's storyline, in my opinion, was the best one out of all the girls. Not all the girls get as much screen time as, you know, J-Lo and Constance, but I did really enjoy Destiny's storyline throughout the whole movie because it really is amazing to see what she in particular went through. Again, knowing what I know now after finding, you know, doing my research, I was like, okay, well, this was real, that was fake. But what was real, I thought to myself, this is really sad because again, they're getting scammed in the club by basically everybody. There's something I want to talk about really quick that Cardi B once said in an interview. I saw this a long time ago. She was talking about she was talking about her strip club days, and she was saying how there were times she wouldn't make money because the Russian girls would be getting all of the attention and all the money. So there were times where she would just be there and not making money. And in the film, you kind of get a little bit about that. It's not a big deal, when it's being shown, but they just reference it really quick. So I was surprised that I caught that too, because I was like, oh yeah, Cardi B talked about that a long time ago. Another thing that really surprised me was the fact that you actually see them cooking up the drugs. It's not just like, oh, let's slip this in his drink and boom, that's it. No, you actually see them making the drugs and talking about it. They were running basically a business between themselves, which I thought was really interesting. There was this one funny scene, I don't want to spoil too much, but one of the guys finds them out and calls the police, and the police officer picks up and he's like, so I was at a strip club and I was drunk, and the police just hangs up, just straight up hangs up. And I thought, oh, that is hilarious. Like, he's trying to get help, but the police officer's like, man, I'm not gonna help you with your stripper problems. I thought that was hilarious. The soundtrack was amazing. I was surprised how many hits I knew. I was like, I know this song, I know this song. There were like a lot of mid-2000s songs, whether it was like hip-hop or pop. I thought it was awesome, and I was like, oh god, I feel like I'm reliving my junior high days all over again. I kept hearing about this like celebrity cameo. And here's the thing, there's actually two, but I noticed the second one isn't getting enough attention. I wonder if it's because people don't know this person well enough, or they just straight up didn't care. And I thought it was hilarious because being in the theater, I was like, am I the only one who like knows who this is? Because I was like, oh my god, it's so-and-so, I listen to your music. So yeah, I thought it was hilarious. But the first person was spoiled for me. So Jimmy Fallon, the talk show host, he spoiled the first celebrity appearance for me, the cameo. And I was like, man, why did you do that? Because going in, I was like, oh yeah, Jimmy talked about this, man. It's not like a big... like, wow, oh my god, it's you, another big artist. I'm not gonna say who, but it's a really big artist. But it was kind of spoiled, and we'll get to that in a little bit of a spoiler section in a bit. As for what I didn't like about the movie, I never really knew when certain things were just made up until I left the movie theater and did my research. I thought of myself, okay, well, what can I really say? I mean, yeah, certain things were exaggerated. Obviously, it's Hollywood. They tend to do that a lot anyways. But I thought of myself, okay, well, it would have been nice to just be more specific. But I feel like this movie wouldn't really be getting that much hype if it weren't for some of the things that they made up. From what I'm aware of, J-Lo's character wasn't really a stripper, not at all, actually. So that was a complete made-up thing. So I wonder what that would have been like if it was more grounded versus just being this like complete fantasy with the character. But other than that, I don't really know what else to say. I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't mind watching it again. I might buy it on DVD when it comes out. I say it's a must watch. It runs about 2 hours long. You don't feel it. It's well paced in my opinion, because it's just so entertaining to see what these girls were doing to the men, and even like the sisterhood that they had between each other. So it was really nice to see all of that. Now, as for the R rating and, the whole strip club aspect, let me just say this. I thought that, the whole movie was just going to be like, bam, right? No, it's not. Actually, the nudity is pretty tamed in this movie, which surprised me too, because it's an R rating, you have all these girls, so it's not as crazy as you would think when it comes to the strip club. Again, it's very, very tamed, but it does have that R rating for a reason, not just for the strip club, but other things that you see in the movie. So this pretty much ends the spoiler-free part of the video. If you are interested, I say go watch it. It's surprisingly a fun time for many reasons, but I do say go watch it. And now we're gonna get into spoilers. So bye-bye, bye-bye. 3, 2, 1, still here? All right, cool, let's talk about it. So I was amazed by the two celebrity cameos that we got in the movie. First was G-Eazy. I was like, wait, G-Eazy's in this movie? Oh wow, like nobody knows it. Well, I guess nobody knows. All right, but cool. I was surprised to see G-Eazy in the movie as Destiny's baby daddy, and I was like, wait, G-Eazy's in the movie? And I didn't really realize it until he's like sitting on the bed next to her, and I'm like, oh my god, it's G-Eazy. Does anybody else know? Okay, alright, I guess it's just me. But yeah, so I thought that was hilarious. And another thing too, now this is the main cameo. Usher, he showed up and I was like, wait, what? Well, technically Jimmy Fallon spoiled it, but I thought it was amazing how all the girls just like lined up on stage for him, because they knew he's got money. They knew. I just want to say something really quick. I was surprised that Usher was in the movie because, from my understanding, a long time ago, he and J-Lo had this weird beef over a song. So apparently, I guess, and I did my research on this too, he had this song and he recorded it, but I guess it wasn't officially on the album, so like J-Lo swooped in somehow, I don't know, like, or a producer, something like that. They took the song, removed his vocals, they kept the music, but they changed the lyrics, and then she put it out as her own. And I guess Usher, well, was blindsided by this. So I guess they squashed their beef a long time ago, or maybe recently, I don't know. Because watching the movie, I was like, don't J-Lo and Usher have a beef going on from like a long time ago? But I guess they squashed their beef, I'm guessing. But that's pretty much it. It's just 2 small cameos. It's not really a big deal, but just to throw that out there. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me for Scamming 101. And remember, go out and make someone stay. Be the reason someone smiles. Or drinks, whichever is easier for you. Thank you. Bye-bye.